Hey Leo, we're going to do your reading. This is, as you know, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is your, gosh, I hope that's not burning. It's always a fiasco when I do bay leaves for you guys. So this is an intention I'm setting for you guys. It is for health, wealth, happiness, and I wrote on there, oh my gosh, I am safe, I am strong, and I know that I belong. So if you have a minute, well, you have to have a minute or you wouldn't be watching this. So go ahead and put that in your journal if you have your journal, or put it in the comments, even better. It will circulate with the video all over the world, and thousands and thousands of times. So if you put your intention or your manifestation in the comments, that is powerful. Also, if you would go through and thumbs up everybody else's manifestation and intention, so that we can add extra energy to that. We're going to help each other manifest. We'll get back on track. I've been a little off track lately, and it is definitely affecting my finances, but I've done some shadow work. It's all good. I'll talk about it more. I'm going to start doing the all signs, and then we'll talk about stuff like that. But let me show you your pre-shuffle. So, okay, real quick, just to sum that up. I am safe, I am strong, and I know that I belong. It was the bay leaf was for health, wealth, happiness. And then I'm also going to start the comments off with the intention for everyone who reads it. So if you would write your own manifestation or intention in the comments if you'd like. I love when y'all do that, because you know it just keeps cycling all over with the video all over the world. I also love to read your intentions, and then the rest of us can come through and thumbs up your intention. But if you don't want to write your own, just say yes or I affirm to the intention that I'm going to write. I'm going to start the comments off with the intention for all of you. Okay, just get your energy in there somehow. All right, so, let me show you this. You'll love it. So first card that came out was the Two of Swords, which, as you probably know, is blocked, stand still. It was backwards. I feel like somebody is unblocking you. This Death card was upside down, okay? And then I was like, ooh, this is a return, this is a return. And then, oh my gosh, Four of Wands, 1111. So you guys, it looks like somebody's coming back. Oh, this was supposed to be pre-shuffle, but I love it. I'm going to keep it. Okay, we're going to build around it. So should I start over? I feel like I need to put them back. So we'll see. They'll probably come out again, or there's more that needs to be known. We're going to keep that space open. So that is Ace of Cups, a new beginning, and Nine of Wands. That's about like somebody won't give up. Somebody's not going to give up. But I do feel like you were blocked. The Four of Wands can indicate twin flame. Definitely looks like a return, being unblocked or unstuck, and new love coming, or revisiting, rekindling. Your energy. We're going to do you at the top and them at the bottom. So this is the transparent tarot. It, can go front, back, upside down, and every which way. So there's a lot of interpretation with it. But three of Swords, it was either backwards or upside down. Three of Swords is it's heartbreak, it's pain. So this has been you, but it's... Okay, I got to point this out because the sword is looks like it's, some of it's self-inflicted. Maybe you focused on some sadness too much, but I'm not gonna focus on that. I feel like that is heartbreak and sadness, which we already look like we have from the very first three cards, right? Okay, so it's because you knew something. That's the High Priestess. She knows things. She's inner knowledge. So it's Pisces energy. Could be sight. You could have some, clairvoyance, clairsentience. Okay, I think you knew this person was going to come back. I might do another spread too. Okay, so there it is, the King of Cups. A new beginning. telling you, I can feel these cards before they come out. So we've got the King of Cups. That's somebody coming forward with love. We also have a message coming in, you know, maybe a flirty text, something coming in. You knew it was going to happen, but it drove you nuts. It looks like you've been through a lot of pain. This butterflies are like my thing right now. Totally my thing right now. I'm just like, I even bought this butterfly ring and I can't find it. I bought it to wear on during the readings, but the butterflies represent growth and, you know, blossom. Like if it was a flower, it'd be blossoming, but it's expansion. It's the Fool card in this deck, so it's a new beginning. There's a flower, and I was just thinking that. So a butterfly is what comes out of its cocoon, right? I'm missing a word. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's, you know, blossoming or I don't know what that word, I can't, my mind is going too fast, I think. But anyway, so you've got a new beginning with someone, a King of Cups, possibly a water sign. Love it so far. Okay, passionate new beginning. We've got the Ace of Wands here. Somebody's coming in as a king, and there you might get some communication as a page. This also could be kind of, what I just kind of felt was like, make sure you don't want to attack the whole dynamic of it too soon. You want to let it grow, but you don't want to jump in until they show their king status. You don't want to be a queen to someone who's not your king. So you just don't want to start it off wrong again, right? So don't over give when they just, you don't give somebody a Ferrari because they gave you a go-kart, right? You give a little, you know, I always feel like feminines, you know, masculines like to lead. They like to lead, so let them give more, do more, provide more. That's just kind of, I feel, in how they are. I do. I mean, you don't have to agree with me. That's fine. That's my experience, and what I always am picking up here is that, you know, sometimes when we, especially, you know, Leo, strong signs, I'm an Aries, and I love Leos, but we're so capable, and, you know, we want to get things done, and sometimes it's like we may give too much, or we may set the dynamic wrong by giving too much, but then we don't like it. We don't like the dynamic when that's the dynamic we kind of set. So just something like that. Be careful of that. Don't jump into making somebody your king until they show that you're their queen. Okay? All right. I feel like I need to take this one too. Oops. So, yeah, sadness, 5 of Cups, but it is in reverse. Somebody's turning around. Yeah, painful ending. Look at that. So 5 of Cups, but it's in reverse. So what happens when you turn the 5 of Cups around? See this, he's got this, if you turn around typically in traditional tarot, you turn around and you have 2 of Cups. Here's a painful ending. Somebody's sad. This is your person down here, you up here. Or reverse the roles. This is definitely about a return. Let's keep going. Hangman in reverse, upside down. See? So this person, oh no, it's not. It's in the upright. These cards are just complicated. But the hangman is where somebody gets enlightened. They see things differently. See I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a little bit of yellow behind that cocoon. Okay, so the hangman goes and kind of looks at things through a different perspective, and because of that, they see things differently. It reminds me of if you're used to driving a car, you know, and you're kind of low to the ground, and then you're in your friend's car or somebody else's car, you get a different SUV and you're up high and you're on a bridge, you're like, oh my gosh, I can see so far from here. It's kind of like that. You just see things differently. But it is also represents self-growth, strong self-growth. Okay. So 4 of Swords in reverse. Somebody wasn't healed, wasn't enlightened in the past. The 4 Swords also can be, you know, it represents that it's not, oh my gosh, this is such a clear reading. I almost said this earlier too. The Phoenix rising, the Judgment card, it came out earlier, like I actually said it out loud, and then I put my finger in the middle of the deck and pulled it. It was this card came out for another sign, maybe Gemini, but it was strong, and it was just, I was just feeling it really strong just now again, and I didn't say anything. But basically the Phoenix rising is judgment. It's somebody rising from, look at this. This is maybe somebody in the past was resistant. They were resistant to heal and to grow. I only say that because this Four of Swords is in reverse. But it doesn't matter how you read it. It's basically taking a time out. It's not over, but it's kind of removing yourself from a situation to regroup or to heal. This Phoenix rising is all about growth and reconciliation. So somebody, I think, was resistant to improving, something like that. Let's keep going. That Gemini reading was crazy. I think the Aries reading came out really crazy too, but the Gemini reading was so cool because I drew a moon card, which, you know, I never use these to clarify, but I did. I just did. I used the moon oracle deck to clarify some tarot cards, and the card that flew out of it when I was trying to get one to clarify, it had exact same wording of like 5 things I had said in the message. When I read it, it was just crazy. I love readings like that. But my energy's super strong, and the cards are super charged because of I just charged them in the full moon. Look at that. Did you see where that landed? I don't know if y'all can see that. It's the King of Pentacles, and it landed here in the recent past. So it is in reverse. I think somebody was resistant. I just keep feeling resistant, and it maybe was to provide stability. But looks like that's changing. I'm going to take these. So here we have the Empress, and there's your card, the Sun card. So the Empress is, we just talked about feminine energy, didn't we? Make sure, you know, you stay in your feminine energy if you are the feminine and you want to be in that feminine role. Be careful not to overgive or take too much charge. But this is healing. The Empress card is all about self-love, self-growth. This is about growth. Let me just say that, you know, one of the things that we've kind of, like, in this time in the times that we're in right now, we're so much emphasis on how do I feel, embrace how you feel, and don't be ashamed of how you feel, and if you don't feel like it, don't do it. Well, I agree with all that, but we're gonna have to adjust that again because it's gone too far. You know, the greatest form of self-love is discipline, and one of the greatest forms of self-love is discipline and self-control, right? And sometimes it takes discipline to make things happen the way we want. Otherwise, nobody would ever do anything. We just sit around and play on TikTok all day, right? Anyway, I've been a little guilty of that too. This is the Empress card, Libra energy, Leo. You may be reuniting with a Libra, but you definitely have some growth. Look at that. I didn't mean to, but I left that at the bottom. And look what the pretty picture this makes. You guys have a return, and it's something that you possibly didn't give up on. I'm going to give you guys a little disclaimer on that. Possibly didn't give up on it, put you through a lot. You were really, really hurt because you had an inner knowing that they would return. Now, with that being said, most times they do return, right? When they realize what they lost. But you never, ever, please, never, never, never put your life on hold. Keep meeting people, keep going to do things, keep improving yourself. It doesn't mean you've given up on someone, but you have to not give up on yourself first and foremost in order for a return to be successful anyway. Because it's not going to come, first of all, people don't come back to people when they're down and out, right? They come back to people who are appealing, and they want to be with somebody that uplifts them, not drags them down. So remember that, but look at the picture this makes. We've got, and then we have this full cycle completion. So you guys have a reunion coming. Beautiful. Let me grab an oracle real quick. I feel like I need to pull a moonology, so I'll do that too. But let me grab one of these or see. No, I'm not really feeling this. Crazy. Okay. I love when I get back in the groove and I can feel it. Feel the energy in the cards. Card for Leo. I don't know, maybe there isn't a card for you. Or maybe there is. All right, it's a time for healing. Balsamic moon, we had that here, okay? Bring love into the situation. So for some of you, you might be having a little bit of a hard time forgiving, or you might be, let's see what it says. Time for healing. Bring love. New moon in Aquarius. I want to read that one. Don't forget to put your manifestations and intentions in the comments, and then please go through and thumbs up everybody else's. We'll keep them circulating, keep adding energy to them. So Aquarius, so it says Aquarius is all about progress. So this is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you can get the change you want depends on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. That's cool because we just talked about taking action and self-control and discipline for action. So this card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own. We just talked about that too. Don't wait for someone. But be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. So you need to be more detached from the situation. Thinking outside the box will bring solution. Oh, okay. This is going to hit home for someone. This is going to be powerful, I think, for someone. So it says, explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. And I want to read this healing one to you real quick. Balsamic. I feel like I just read that. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm like almost asleep, I'll just get a thought and I'll like, there's like a card pulling me. So sometimes I like will get up and read, like pull a card and read it like half asleep. So pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. And remember, there was so much stress about resistance to heal here. Wow. Oh, tarot. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. So it says, when one is healed, all are healed. Time to let go of the past. It's about to turn the corner. It says you need more time to heal. So I think because we made such a big deal here, just do a little self-check on that, okay? Be sure you're not like snippety. I don't know, something like that. Patience. I'm not kidding. Self-care right there. And I just went on that big spiel. Crazy. It says it's the time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. Which is true. Beautiful. Love you guys. Let me know. Leave your comments, your manifestations, intentions in the comments. Let's get this manifestation power going again. And I love you. Thank you for being here and for, staying with me. I know I've been a little bit inconsistent, but I've been going through a lot. Hopefully, coming out of it ahead eventually when I stop crying every day. All right. I love you guys. Stay tuned for the all signs are coming soon. And Leo, you have a return. So just don't stop healing. Keep going forward with you and your life and what you're supposed to do and good things for you. I don't know. I think that's it. Love you guys. Bye, Leo.